Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. Alright, so we had a very busy weekend last weekend. It's Monday today. I'm starting a new week, getting ready for school. So yeah, it was a big weekend because it was my son's birthday. It's actually my son's birthday today, and it was his birthday party with his friends on Saturday. And all that while working my night shifts and all, we had a lot of fun, but I'm very exhausted. So yeah, I didn't manage to read what I wanted to read last week, as expected. But hopefully this week I'll be able to manage a bit more. I do have some filming and some editing to do, so I have my TBR and my wrap up. Well, the worst part has been filmed. I just need to film the drawing part. So I'll do that when I come back home this afternoon, and then try to edit a good part this evening, and then tomorrow morning finish it and upload at least my TBR, and then my wrap up shouldn't take too long. They usually take me around an hour to edit, so it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to keep up with my routine and get up on time, which I didn't do this morning, which is understandable because of this huge weekend. Anyways, I'm rambling. So this week I'm going to focus on The Adventures of Amina El Al Sarafi, which I'm really enjoying. I'm on page 112-ish, so not quite 25%, but getting there. I'm really loving it. So I'm not too worried about this one. I love the getting the crew back together trope. And I love Chakraborty's writing. So yeah, this is probably going to be a 5 stars for me. Then I did start book number 2 of Shatter Me, which is Unravel Me. I started that one. It should read fast because at this point I'm just reading it to know what's going to happen next. And I am liking the setting of book number 2 better than book number 1. So that's helpful, but there's still like the writing and the execution of everything is not, I still don't like. But at this point, honestly, I'm just reading and putting the parts that annoy me like to the side and just like reading to get it read. So it should be easy to go through for that one. And then we'll see what other books I'm going to focus on after that. Yeah, I'll see with my mood. I think I'm gonna go with my mood and pick up whatever I'm in the mood for. Anyways, on that note, I need to get my breakfast together and leave for work, leave for school, and I'll see you a bit later. Bye.
I remember when my mother would kiss me goodnight and tuck me in, and we would pray together. I recall a day a stranger.
Hey everyone, so I was supposed to update yesterday after getting my kiddo on his new bike, which you just saw the B-roll of, very short B-roll of. If you follow me for a while, you know that like last year we were struggling a lot to get our son to ride his bike without his trailing wheels, but because he gets scared for I don't know what reason. He was always so scared on his bike, and trying a new bike in the store was a challenge. So yeah, it wasn't very successful, but we went with what we saw and what we thought was the right bike for him. And yeah, we picked this one. And yesterday was the first day that we actually got it out and tried it, and it went actually really, really well. I'm really surprised because he got back onto it, not like it was nothing, but close-ish. So yeah, I didn't need to push him. I didn't need to give him a boost, like he says. And while he was riding his bike in the parking lot, I was trying to read a bit of The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi, and I did not make a lot of progress this week. I haven't updated much. We're now Friday morning. I'm gonna make this quick because I do need to leave for school, but I've been struggling this week. As you can hear and see, I've been sick since Tuesday, and I'm struggling with staying awake, and I'm just so overly exhausted and tired because I'm sick, but because of everything else. And I've been planning on getting back on top of things for my business, for everything. And I'm sick, obviously. Of course, I need to get a cold. But yeah, I'm struggling. I've had a big headache almost every day. So yeah, I, I don't know what else to do at this point. I'm disappointed, and I don't know. I'm tired of being in this state and not being able to get back up. And I really, really need to break this cycle of working too much and get out of that part-time job so I can finally just like work from home. But I do need that revenue. So it's not easy. I really don't know what else to do here. I'm not gonna last long. I think I'll have to give my 2 weeks notice and give my notice like soon, like very soon. So that way I won't back off and I won't have a choice but to get some customers. And yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about all of that. Anyways, since I haven't read much, I am going to pick up Spy Family this evening when I get back home. I don't have my last period, so I'm gonna try and leave quickly before traffic and try to get some reading done and read Spy Family. So I know that one I'll be able to read it in one sitting. So at least I'll have a win, and I'll have one book read this week, and we'll see from there. I was supposed to upload my wrap up today, but I haven't been able to wake up in the morning early as I usually do. So I'll be doing that probably this evening as well. We'll see how I feel. But today shouldn't be too exhausting of a day. Yesterday was something. I had like a full day and a staff meeting during lunchtime. So I had like literally no break and I was so tired. But yeah, anyways, that's what I'm at. I've got some stuff I need to buy also during the weekend. So I'll try to go with some B-roll this weekend and try to do a little bit more updates, um, make this vlog a little bit more interesting. But like, anyways, I need to leave for school, and I'll see you soon.
I remember when my mother would kiss me goodnight and tuck me in, and we would pray together. I recall a day a stranger had told me to not let my smile fade when the world was prettier. Oh, my innocence is gone, and I feel the cold front on its way now. I remember when the devil on my shoulder told me there'd be a day where I might suffocate, running fast.
Hi everyone, so it's now Monday. I know I haven't updated. Yeah, it's been a really rough couple of days. Friday was not a good day for me. I probably talked about it, but yeah, I have been getting those burnout symptoms, and it's not my first time. So, like, I know what to watch, I know what to look out for, and it's there. I'm not gonna deny it. I know that it's there. So, I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to find a way to get my life back together, if that makes sense. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But yeah, I decided to take Monday off today, actually, because first, it's my birthday. I usually don't take off on my birthday, but with this state I was in Friday, I decided it would be best if I actually took a day for myself. So I did. And yeah, this weekend I slept a lot. I was tired, exhausted. I was mentally exhausted. So I didn't do much. I read a bit. I tried to read, but honestly, I'm so tired that reading just keeps helping me to fall asleep instead of, so I can't actually make that many progress into my books. I did though finish a book, which I'm going to talk about, and I did make some progress in another one. So I will talk about that. Today, I also went with my husband. He brought me to the restaurant for breakfast, and then he brought me to the bookstore. And I also bought myself another gift that I'm going to show you in a bit because my son yesterday was sad that I didn't have any gifts. And I did buy some books on Saturday because I wanted to treat myself, and I didn't haul them yet. I didn't show them to you. I didn't vlog that part, but I'll show them today. And yeah, my son had in mind he wanted to buy me a mug. I don't know why, but that's what he wanted to buy me. So my husband said, let's just like go buy yourself one, and we'll wrap it and tell our son that he's the one who's giving me this gift. So I thought it was really, really sweet of him to think about me. So yeah, here we go. So I finished Spy Family Volume 2, and this one's, I feel like this one was better than the first one. I did enjoy it better than the first one, even if I really enjoyed the first one. I think it's funny. Quid pro quos in here are hilarious. I'm not laughing out loud and like rolling myself and like bursting into laughter, but I find myself smiling a lot while I'm reading this. So yeah, I really like that. For the friendship prompt, this one definitely gets it, and self identity as well. I love how these adults are just trying to get their missions done as well as just trying to look like their real parents, their real family. I love that part. They're doing the best they can, and they're so clueless because they think like, what's a family supposed to do? Like, no one knows. Even like real families, they don't know what they're supposed to do. So I think it's really sweet that you get to see them like struggle with that as much as like regular people struggle. So yeah, it's fun to see. I hate that it's the way it finished because it was such a big cliffhanger. I just wanted to know more. I wanted to continue on. So on Saturday, I decided to go and try to pick it up. But I was told that I already bought it, which is not true. At first, I said, okay, that might be true. Like, I maybe I did buy it. I don't remember. I haven't seen it or whatever. And then I realized that on my receipt for this book, actually, I didn't buy it. I bought like the volume 2, and it said volume 3 on the receipt. So there was definitely an error in the scan or something. Yeah, and I wanted to go back and buy it back today, but it was already sold out. So in 2 days, it already sold out. But anyways, they were going to receive a new copy of it soon. So they are going to keep that copy for me. So as soon as it arrives, I'll be able to go pick it up, and I'll also be able to pick up the Empress of Salt and Fortune, which I did order for the Asian Readathon as well. So I should have like those two books soon. Then I made some progress into the adventures of Amina al-Sarafi. I love this book. It's so good. I'm past the halfway point. I'm on page 266, and it's 470 pages, so maybe 60-ish%. It is so good. So good. I love the piracy stuff. I love that we're following older characters that are not in their 20s. I love that because they're getting back into sea after like years and years, and they're not 20 anymore, and they're not as in shape as they used to be, and they feel like they're too old to do this stuff, and I just love it. I really do. I love the personality of Amina. She is an amazing character, and I love how Shannon actually breaks the fourth wall in this one, because there's this character that is actually writing what Amina is telling, her own story. She's the one who's telling her story, and you have this character that is writing down so he can keep records of her story. And sometimes she breaks the fourth wall and she just talks directly to that character. I love the sassiness of that. I think it's really fun. It doesn't happen like too much where you're always out of the book, just a tiny bit here and there. And I remember somewhere I was reading something. I have to find it. Okay, I can't find it, but there was something happened where she said something, and then she just broke out of like talking directly to the reader and saying, yes, I know, like that thing, as if like she knew people were gonna read it and say that comment, and she commented on that comment. This does not make sense when I'm explaining it, but it was just so perfect the way that it was done. It's just a tiny thing, tiny little comment where she's breaking the fourth wall and talking directly to the reader because she's predicting what they're going to think, or what comment they're thinking of or would want to say, and she's commenting directly on that. And I think it's very boldy to write that like that, but it's so well done. It was just so perfectly placed in the right moment. I really do. It's so fun. Can't wait to see where it's gonna go. It is a new trilogy as well, so really excited. I really am. So for the books I bought book number 4 of Spy Family. I would have bought number 3, but like whatever, it's fine. So I have 4. Then I decided to pick up Under the Whispering Door. Oh, I just realized that there's this little flat. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I already read this book though. I had it as an ARC. Loved it. Really did. I know not everybody loves it as much as The House of the Cerulean Sea, but I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4.5 or a 5 star. It got me very emotional. I don't think I cried in this one. I know I cried in The House in the Cerulean Sea, but this one I'm not sure. I don't recall. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I did want a physical copy of it because anyways, the arc was an arc from NetGalley, and after a certain amount of time you lose those copies. So I wanted my very own copy of this one. They didn't quite have like all the titles that I wanted, that I was looking for exactly. So I went through the copies of the books they had that I was interested in, that were on my list, on my want to read list from Goodreads. And like on that list, I have over 1,100 books. So like there's a lot, but I don't necessarily like want them all like right away. I was hesitant for a lot of those books. I had a couple in mind. There's not like one book I wanted more than the other. I did want to pick up Kai Kai, but since I already have it on my reader, I wasn't sure if I wanted the actual physical copy of it. I think I'm gonna start reading it and see if I actually enjoy it enough that I want the physical copy. Because there are some books that I'm quite happy I don't have the physical copies of. Books that are too big, like Game of Thrones. I don't want the physical copies of those because they only have market paperback copies, which I hate. And special editions are like not affordable. So those I prefer having on my e-reader. Books like Aristotle and Dante, which I didn't like as much as I thought I would. I might reread it one day. I'm not saying I won't, but if I do, like, it's one of those books I'm not unhappy. I'm quite happy I got it on my reader instead. So there are a couple of books like that that I don't necessarily want the physical copy of. So yeah, I decided to try it on my reader since I already have it there, and we'll see in the future if I actually want a physical copy of it. So that eliminated one book out of the 5 or 6 that I was interested in. But I decided to pick up Jade City by Fonda Lee, which is perfect for the Asian readathon, but I probably won't get to it right away. We'll see. I am interested in this one. I have seen reviews that were saying that it was a little bit slow. It wasn't like fast paced. I don't mind that. I love character driven stories. So we'll see how that goes. But it was on my list and I do want to get to it eventually. And then today I decided to pick up The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. This is the third and final book of the Broken Earth trilogy. I do have book number 2, which is somewhere around here. So book number 2, The Obelisk Gate, book number 3, and that will end my trilogy of the Broken Earth. The first book is the 5th season, which one of my favorite of all times. So I was hesitant. I didn't know if I wanted to pick up like the third book without having read the second one, but I loved the first one so much that I think I'm just gonna like binge read the next 2 books very quickly. So yeah, I don't mind. I'm actually really happy that I decided to pick that one. And then finally, my mug that I picked for myself is a Death Note mug where once you put in, let me take it out. Once you put in the hot beverage, you'll have Ryuk, which is the Shinigami that will appear here. And then on the other side, you have L, and there's a big L that should appear once it's hot. So I loved that. I don't have any Death Notes. I didn't have any Death Note mugs so far, so I thought it was very different. And that one actually caught my eye a lot, so I decided to go with that one. I'm not sure if my son is gonna understand it, or I don't think he would have chosen that. Fine, so we're gonna wrap it and say that he's gonna give me that. And I got myself my free Starbucks because it's my birthday, so I can have free Starbucks. And then I went to get some craft paper because I need to work on my business. I got my sewing machine back and I need to work on my, I don't know the word for this, but the pieces, the thin layer of pieces that you use to cut your fabric, and like the pattern. Is that a pattern? I don't know, whatever that thing, the different pieces that you put on your fabric so you can cut every piece and put them together and sew them together, whatever. That paper part, I do my own patterns, but since I use them a lot and that I pin them a lot, they do get damaged after a while, and I need to like redo them because I cut a lot of fabric. So yeah, I needed some more paper, and I started cutting with a roller, which is like a circular knife. So instead of like using your scissors, you just like roll on it and it cuts pretty easily. I am enjoying it. I feel like I can cut time on cutting fabric. It cuts my time of cutting fabric like a lot, so I save time there, but it does cut through like my thin papers. So yeah, I need another solution. So what I am doing is that I've been doing that for a while, but I've been transferring like my original models of the patterns on like thicker, it's not paper, but, and then it's just like easier to reproduce them on other thinner paper afterwards. So I bought those as well so that I can use those, well, not stencils, but kind of. So yeah, I've got lots of work to do with my business and stuff. Right now, I wanted to sit down and read, but I won't be doing that. I do need to get some stuff done on my computer. I want to work a bit on my website, and then I am going to plan out my week. I need to plan my Facebook posts and make sure that I have something for maybe 3 posts a week for the rest of the week. So I'm gonna do that, and as well as film maybe 2 TikToks. I don't know. We'll see what I decide for TikTok, but probably something similar and then yeah, have them done. So what I want to do with my business is try to plan, film, take photos during the weekend, and like write my text, whatever I'm gonna accompany the photos and videos and stuff, and have them ready to post. So it's easier during the week for me to post and do everything in advance. I can actually have some content, and it's easy to manage during the week because I don't have a lot of time during the week. I'm gonna try that because I know I've tried that last summer, last year, and it worked pretty well. I did enjoy that. So I'm going to try and get back into that, and we'll see from there. And I'll try to, I do want to finish The Adventures of Amina Al Sarafi this in the next few days for sure. So I'm going to try and make as much progress as possible today, after I'm done with my business stuff. I might sew, might not, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna have the time because it's almost 3 o'clock, and I still have a couple of more things left to do. So I'm gonna hurry up, wrap my gift before my son comes home from school. And yeah, I'll update you this evening for a last update and close this vlog here because I usually finish my vlogs on Monday. But yeah, I decided to keep. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I am still thinking a lot. I'm still a lot in my head, and it's still very tough because I'm trying to see like what are the solutions for me to stop working night shifts during the weekend. What can I do? I don't have a lot of options. I've been seeking advice from a couple of groups that I'm in, and I've had different advices, and I just keep on reflecting on all of that. But I am thinking of gradually like just letting go of the hotel job, maybe letting go like once a week so that I have instead of 2 nights a week, so that I actually have time to work on my business and my stuff. But that means I'll have $500 less every month. Is it worth the risk? Probably, but I don't know. But they are very hard decisions to make. So yeah, I'm still reflecting on all of that. I haven't taken my decision yet. I want to take the time to think everything through before I make a decision. But yeah, I have to think about myself. I need to think about my family, and I'm tired of working all the time. So things really need to change, and I can't like just continue on as it is right now because it's not changing anything. So I need to change stuff. But what? That's my dilemma. And like I try not to be so negative, and I'm sorry if I if it feels like I'm very negative, but it's just so hard to balance everything. And like I usually say, one day at a time, we'll get through this. But when you go through one day at a time every day, it's not helping because you just go through everything you need to get done that day, and you go on and you go on, but nothing actually changes because the core of the problem is not dealt with. So yeah, I don't know how to go through this. It's hard. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling here and get to work before it's too late. So, on that note, I'll see you later. Hey everyone, so just a final update. Yeah, I ended up falling asleep on my book. Is anyone surprised? No, but I was pretty productive. I finished editing one video, a vlog that I'm trying to catch up on, and so one is done with. I just need to go and finish the thumbnail and then upload it. I usually upload and do the thumbnails at the same time that I'm uploading because it does take a little while for it to upload. So I'm gonna shower and do that, and that's pretty much all the time I'll have left this morning before I actually leave for school because yeah, today I'm going back to school. I miss my students, so That's fine. And I took a couple of photos as well. So I didn't get up as early as I wanted to. I did fall asleep pretty late. So I did my average sleep cycle of 6 hours. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, I stayed up late for Paco's sprints yesterday, and that was pretty much it. I read maybe 20-ish pages, so I don't really have much more to say about that, except that things are getting exciting. I'm excited for what's gonna happen next. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully finish this soon, and then yeah, we'll see what the rest of the week has in store for me. So on that note, I'm gonna close this here, start the new weekly vlog, and yeah, thank you so much for watching as always. Love your support, and I really, really appreciate it. I cannot say that enough. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.